Well, yesterday was a big day for the Biden family as Hunter Biden faced a federal judge over his plea deal made with the Justice Department. The president's son appeared at the Delaware court where Judge Mary Ellen Noreika rejected his sweetheart plea deal made with the DOJ. Hunter was set to plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor tax charges and a felony gun charge. He, however, pleaded not guilty as it was revealed prosecutors are still investigating him. Judge Noreika didn't accept the deal, claiming it might be unconstitutional and that he would not get the immunity he thought. It ended with no result, with the judge requesting both sides have 30 days to reach a new agreement. But one of the more interesting things to come out of the courtroom was the fact the president's son was questioned on his relationship to Chinese energy company CEFC. Hunter Biden has had ties to CEFC, which is a Chinese Communist Party-backed business, having done many ventures with the Belt and Road Initiative. Belt and Road is the Chinese-led infrastructure initiative developed by the CCP and has been implemented in over 150 countries. Hunter was asked about the $664,000 he received from the Chinese infrastructure investment company. I started a company in 2017 called Hudson West, Your Honour, and my partner was associated with a Chinese energy company called CEFC, Hunter said. Who was your partner? The court asked. I don't know how to spell his name. Yi Jinping is the chairman of that company, Hunter responded. He was asked whether the company still exists, to which Hunter said no. Now, Yi Jinping was the chairman of CEFC, who went on to be detained in China in 2018 and charged with bribery. While Hunter Biden's ties to CEFC and money he received from the company has been reported before, especially through his laptop, declaring it under oath in a courtroom is different. It's also a direct contradiction to what Joe Biden has maintained, that no one in his family has received money from China. Here the president is campaigning for the 2020 presidential election against Donald Trump.
My son has not made money in terms of this thing about, what are you talking about, China. I have not had it. The only guy that made money from China is this guy. He's the only one. Look, there are 50 former national intelligence folks who said that what he's accusing me of is a Russian plant.
Online users responded to the fact that video is now making the rounds. One person wrote, "Liar, this traitor, his corrupt family and degenerate son have taken millions peddling influence, policy fixing and laundering money for foreign countries. The Bidens are all liars." Finally, Joe Biden is a serial liar. But it's all very confusing because in late May, IRS whistleblower Gary Shapley provided WhatsApp messages to the House Ways and Means Committee. Mr. Shapley was the supervisory agent leading the investigation into Hunter Biden's tax violations. The WhatsApp messages were sent from Hunter Biden to a Chinese executive where he mentioned his father, who still claims to have never spoken to his son about his overseas business deals. The text from 2017 read, "I am sitting here with my father and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled. Tell the director that I would like to resolve this now before it gets out of hand, and now means tonight. And Z, if I get a call or text from anyone involved in this other than you, Zhang, or the chairman, I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me and every person he knows and my ability to forever hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction. I'm sitting here waiting for the call with my father." When those texts went public, Joe Biden denied any involvement.
President Biden, how involved were you in your son's Chinese shakedown text message? Were you sitting there? Were you involved?
No, I wasn't. And I don't.
Were you?
No.
In February, when a Chinese spy balloon was shot down in American airspace, Joe Biden snapped at a reporter who asked him if his family business deals would be compromised.
There's been criticism. There's been criticism that this wasn't. There's been criticism that this.
China compromised by your family's business relations.
Sir, Mr. President, there has been criticism.
Did you overreact?
Mr. President, there has been criticism that this was an overreaction that was done because of political pressure.
You come to my office and ask the question. We have more polite people.
Mr. President.
Since taking over the House after the midterm elections, Republicans on the House Oversight Committee have been investigating the Biden family ties to overseas businesses, specifically deals done with organisations with connections to the Chinese Communist Party. Republicans were given access to some of President Biden's foreign banking statements, while also sifting through the bank statements of business partners they issued subpoenas for. Chairman James Comer revealed in March that from records dating back to 2015 to 2017 showed some Biden family members receiving a collective amount of $1.3 million. At the time, James Comer said this was just one of the deals exposed, believing there are as many as 11 to get through. In March 2017, a firm affiliated with CEFC transferred $3 million to an entity associated with one of the family business partners, John Rob Walker. In the next 3 months, more than $1 million of that money would be sent to 3 members of the Biden family. These Biden members included Hunter Biden, Hallie Biden, Joe Biden's brother, James Biden, and then there's an unknown Biden. This unknown Biden family member seemed to have received a total of $70,000. Hunter received $600,000, Hallie received $25,000, and James received $360,000. At the time of this news breaking in March, Hunter's team said there is no unknown Biden, and those accounts just belong to Hunter, James, and Hallie.